Okay, we gonna do this again because everybody's muted. You know, I got a bad habit of doing that.
God.
Okay, again, we're back. We're back again. It's your boy Brian James. I got Thomas Graham Jr. to my left, B-Guard to my right, Snipes and Philly guy. We doing this again. So we here. Thank you guys in the chat for letting us know that they were muted. So again, Thomas Graham.
Get him out of here, Coach.
Welcome back,
here, Coach.
Welcome back.
We need a new producer.
Welcome.
Get him out of here, Coach.
Welcome back.
We know what your Madden rating is looking like right now.
Hey, you know what? I'm actually like 52 overall right now. 52 overall, zero awareness. 99 speed and zero awareness. But what's good, man?
Nothing much. I'm out here in Fresno training, getting ready for the season.
Okay. And when you talk about getting right for the seasons, like what does that consist of?
So like usually early in OTAs, it's more kind of just getting my body right and getting it right back in flow, and then kind of now that we getting closer to camp, now it's all about getting my feet right. Because if I can't cover nobody, it's wrapped. So right now I'm really just mostly focused on explosion, getting my explosion off a single leg and two legs, and then being able to make sure my press tech and off work is right.
Okay. And what about like meal preparation? What are you doing in that sense?
I actually started changing my diet. I'm leaning towards becoming more vegan. I don't think I'm gonna officially go full-blown vegan, just because certain benefits that meat have with you for your diet and helping you take those impact to people. Because at the end of the day, it's kind of hard to just only eat plant-based, and you got to go tackle Derrick Henry or somebody like that. So I got to make sure I have enough proteins in my body, but just kind of eating cleaner. And keeping that lean weight under, like, right now I'm at 5%. I'll probably go up to 7 and then play at like 188, 190.
Okay. It sounds like a plan. In what sense of the game, like, I'm gonna say, like, in the sense of preparation, what's the toughest part of the preparation aspect of it going into the season?
I think the toughest part is just like kind of getting your well, you have a long time period to do it, but just getting your mind to really just like slowly focus. Like, don't go all in too early, because you can wear yourself out of some long season. So just slowly preparing yourself to be like, okay, football's coming back around slow, more and more. Because like in college, it was football year round. Now it's just like you actually get a real off season, get a real break. And so now it's just like actually like kind of preparing yourself. But that season you have in college, I think the most games I played in college was 14 or 15, like, you feel me? You're not even done with the season. You got week 14. You actually week 12 because you got the 3 preseason games.
Yeah.
So you got a whole 5-6 more games up to go.
Okay. And
so
go ahead.
So you just saying that, like, I was gonna ask you like what the biggest difference was between the college game and the NFL game, and you just mentioned that college you got maybe 14, 15 games. Then you just added the preseason, and then you have the extra 3 weeks, and then playoffs if you get that far. Like, tell me, how grueling is that on for your body?
Oh, very grueling. Just because, like, you with the best of the best. So it's just like at the end of the day, you might have some dudes that's little, you have some dudes that's big, but it's just like no matter what, when pads start flacking, like, you feel me, you gonna feel every single part of it. So it's just like you got to be able to put your body in the right position. I know personally, I get way more like treatment done than I ever did in college. I've seen the trainers, but like it was kind of more just like stretches and what can I do for this and that, like kind of just to help with mobility and stuff like that. But like now, it's like real life treatment to make sure you feel me, my body's right at all times.
Okay. And this is Madden ratings week. I know it's a big deal for everybody, and I know it's a big deal for us because we play Madden. I know you play Madden, so you know it's a huge deal when the ratings come out, when the ratings drop and things like that. The cornerback ratings come out tomorrow. It's the cornerback ratings come out tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day. The safeties came out today. I think the running backs came out today, and the kickers and punters came out today. So the cornerback ratings come out tomorrow. What are you expecting to see for yourself on the game tomorrow?
I want to, you feel me, I'm not going to be unrealistic. Like, realistically, I think I'm at least unrealistically, I'll say I'm at least like like 78, 80, but like you feel me, I got more to prove to get there. But realistically, I'll probably say like as long as I'm high, like 60, low 70, I'm good. But I just want them to up that speed though, because that 89, like it wasn't cutting it for me personally. Like I couldn't even really use my player in that, and like I'm getting ran by everybody. Like 5'10", I'm 89 speed, 5'10". Awareness was low. Like you feel me, you could at least get some upgrades a little bit.
Have you seen anybody out there in like in a real game situation since you've been in the NFL that you were like, you know what, this dude's rated higher than me and I'm better than him? like,
I love that question. I love that question.
That's a good question. But like I never really thought of it, but like kind of when I play on Madden,
yeah.
I'd be like, I'm like, man, if it's overall 72, I could at least get 72.
Yeah.
So got that one pick and I got 0. You feel me? It's the reason why they're 72 and I'm not. So
Okay. I get it.
Now,
Yeah.
See, I got to ask you now because you brought it up. On Monday Night Football, you showed out, but there was about 2 plays. You almost had that pick. And so now you're going into the season. You got a whole year behind you. You're one of the hottest players. People are talking about your potential, but you basically showed everybody what you can do. What are you doing with that ball when you get your first interception this year?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. When I get my first interception, you feel me? I'm just going to show love to all my Cali folks. I'm for sure to squabble up. So,
Okay.
Quick and then you feel me? Just celebrate.
I love it.
That's what's up.
I love it.
And I think on those 2 plays that Philly guys is talking about, like I think you had Kirk Cousins shook. Because he's thinking like, oh, it's a COVID game. I'm finna go out here, ball out, this or that, this. And you was out there baiting them. I don't think I saw it, bro. I'm looking at you. You peeling out of your coverage, breaking on the ball and things like that. And you had in one play you made him think you was gonna stick with the flat. You drop back into the corner, cover the corner route or whatever, and tell us about that. Like how you go about baiting quarterbacks now.
It's just really just like one. Like I tell people all the time, like definitely for me, like once that first play happens and like my confidence is there, it's very hard to knock me off my game. That's when like in my head I'm TG 400. So it's just like
TG. That's what's up.
So speaking of that game, like it was a COVID game. So walk us through like when did you find out you were starting? Because that was your first start of your career. Like tell us how that came to be.
So we played Monday. So we got like, you feel me, that week I already knew I was gonna be activated. So like I told my people and everything like that. And they was coming up and then on Monday morning, we had practice and then T. Gipp was the first one to walk off. Like he walked off and you just like he walked off so smooth, you didn't even know he really walked off. And then I just seen our trainer talk to Jalen. And then like I just seen 3-3. You feel me? I seen him walk back. And I'm just like, and I was like, hey Thomas, go out there. And in my head, I'm thinking like, I don't know what they talking about. I was like, they probably about to go take a COVID test. So I'm expecting them to be back and like you feel me, right before the walkthrough over, everything good. And then like we probably get to like 2 or 3 more periods through like our little walkthrough on Sunday before the game. And I'm just looking like 3-3 or T. Gipp ain't come back. And then when I got back to the sideline before the last period, there was just like Jalen and T. Gipp got COVID. And I'm just like, whoa, hold up.
Wow.
I was just like, and it was like, you starting Thomas? I was just like, dang, that's crazy. And then Justin was like one of the first people to come up to me. He was just like, and I was like, this is what you asked for. He called me on the phone after the walkthrough because, before we got to head back to our hotel, he called me on the phone and my dad was right there. And my dad was just like, what are you talking about? And I was just like, I don't want to tell nobody. I ain't gonna lie. I was just gonna let them see it on Monday Night Football. You're already out here. You feel me? I ain't gonna tell you. I just go see me on the field starting. And I was just like, you know what? I'm starting. And that's kind of when I was just really telling everybody. T used to be my roommate. He just kept telling me like, hey, DU. He was like, you kept telling me all year when you get moved up, you won't get moved down. So show me something.
That's what's up, man.
So you found out literally the walkthrough the day before. And you knew you were being activated, but you had no idea you were going to be starting.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get in at nickel. because at that time I was also getting that down. And I was just gonna get probably about like, you feel me? I was assuming probably like 6, maybe 8 reps, depending on if you can get some good third down plays. So in my head, I'm like, all right, I got 6 to 8 plays to make a name for myself. And the next thing you know, it was just like, you starting this whole game.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, and you showed out. It was historical. I mean, the fact that you were playing against a rival, right? And that's the next question I got to hit you with, because you played at home. It was against the Vikings. You're a team player. We know you wanted the dub. We know you wanted the interceptions. But now you got a full year under your belt, and you got Green Bay. You got the New York Jets, I believe, on the schedule.
That's an easy game. You don't even worry about that one.
Hey. Look, let me tell you why these games are going to be hard for him and why he has to answer this question. Because a lot of those games, they may not be rivalry games, but some of them are during the holidays. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's going to be tough. But you're going to be playing going up against Aaron Rodgers now. And you're going to be playing in these rivalry games. So can you talk a little bit about, what the rivalry games in the NFL are like versus the rivalry games in college?
I think like the rivalry games in the NFL and in college, I think the difference is like kind of between just like, it's like a rivalry in the NFL more because like you play them twice a year. So it's just like, it's more like that pride factor, like that true pride, like when you playing on the field, like, you feel me? Like, you're a grown man now. Like, you feel me? You don't want that feeling of somebody just being there to like Aaron Rodgers saying, like, you feel me? I own that, like that. Like, you feel me? Like, playing or not, like, you feel me? You feel that. But, like, the difference in college is more, like, the pride factor a little different because, like, the fans get involved. It's a once-in-a-year time. Like, you play them once and you got to live with whatever the outcome is for 365 days for the next time you get to play them. And then, like, but like playing against like a Green Bay and being in Chicago, it's like probably like the closest in the NFL to where you could really get, like, and the Minnesota Vikings too, like you can get a college atmosphere like at games. Like you don't really get that at most games. Like I went to Oregon, so it's just like we sold out every game when we played Washington. Like, you feel me? Every single time we played against them, it was on ESPN, national televised. Like, so it's just like those games was just like sold out, the crowd rocking and stuff like that. So like when we played Green Bay, even though our record wasn't that good, and we went up there to Green Bay and Lambeau, that stadium was packed, loud, like, you feel me, jumping, like, you feel me, I felt like you got that college experience back over again. So it's just like playing again, like being in the Chicago versus Green Bay, that rivalry, I feel like in the NFL wise, it is no rivalry that's big when it comes to like the love of the game for like the fans too. Like the fans bring back that, like, you feel me, you feel you back in college, it's like, ooh, you got the whole stadium jumping every single play, everybody watching. And they get a little cold, so you feel me, that makes it a little better too.
Hey, you know what? Let me get in here and ask this now because I gotta know, because obviously Philly just mentioned that you're gonna have Green Bay. I think if I'm not mistaken, the second week of the season.
Yes.
Am I right on that? So you're gonna have them the second week. So you're gonna have Aaron Rodgers the second week. But you know what? Let's not skip that first game. That first game you got against them San Francisco 49ers. Okay? You're going to be dealing with Deebo Samuel and Kittle, as Philly will call him, Kerry Kittles.
Kerry Kittles. George Kittle.
but my question to you though is are you thinking about that game? Obviously you think about the first game in front of you, when the regular season starts. But are you particularly thinking about that game and when you have to cover Deebo Samuel? Because you're starting. So I'm just putting it out there to the world, right? That's what it is. You are starting cornerback of the Chicago Bears. You're starting. You're gonna have to cover this man. Talk to us about that. How are you feeling about that?
It's just like kind of just like what I feel like what I did in college when it comes to preparing for the game. Like, you just got to really break down your receiver and understand what you go get. And when you do that, it slows the game down. And then you learn how to be a student of the game. I just switched agencies, so now I'm with Athletes First, and Casey Hayward is signed to the same agent as me. And he told me, like, he told me this year, he said, help me out with breaking down film and help understand and stuff. So, like, just being able to learn from, like, people that are, like, in that position, it makes the game a little easier for you. Definitely, like, kind of being a young bull, because like no matter the years you stack on it, the easier the game gets. Your athletic ability might be gone, but like a lot of it's a reason why certain people are well respected. So it's just like take those insights, listen to Bojack when he said he got my help here and there. When Jalen guarded the last 2 years, ask him what he did against him. Watch what he did against corners like me, and just kind of just find those little tendencies that I can find and make him beat me doing something else. And I feel like that's the thing. At the end of the day, Debo Samuel's a monster. He's a monster. They gonna make their plays. So it's just like Marshawn Lynch say, I gotta get mine more than get there.
Now I gotta add on to that though, TG, because I thought Snipes was gonna bring it up, but you got a former Oregon Duck that plays the same position over there. So is there gonna be any kind of bet between y'all? Because I know y'all gonna be talking smack to each other. I know y'all gonna be talking smack, and we don't know where he's gonna be in the rotation either. So talk to me about Mr. Lenore. Too. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's good. It's good.
It's gonna be a jersey swap after that game and a lot of pride on the line. We already been talking to AZ about a month ago. You feel me? I pulled up on him and we were just already talking about the game. He was like, we gonna blow y'all out. I'm like, come on. Like, you feel me? They had like a major, like when we played 19 and Debo took that screen. I think it was like 86. He would end up on the field. They called the touchdown. They ended up bringing it back to the one. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one thing I can say about the NFL. Like every play matters more than it did in college because there's not as many plays. So like, you think within that 60 plays, you got to get that 30-19 and stop. Like, you can't let the person beat you at what we already know he's good at. Like, you can't let Debo beat us catch and run. Like, you feel me? Like, he go catch the ball, we got to catch tackle. We can't give him opportunity and get loose with it because he will get loose with it. You feel me? We already faced that wrath last year.
Nice.
All right, so, speaking of that, like last time you were on, we asked you who was the toughest guy you guarded in college. Who's the toughest guy you guarded in the NFL so far?
Oh, easy, Jetta.
I didn't catch that.
You said who?
Jetta, Justin Jefferson.
Oh,
Jefferson.
Jetta.
Okay.
Jetta.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Like he I'll say the coldest person that I've seen play was I was still on practice swapping, but with Devontae, but playing in person against official Justin Jefferson, he quick, fast, like, and then I think the thing that like people don't realize that he had his deep ball still amazing. How he's able to track the ball deep when he's in tight coverage and then the separation that he makes at the top of the route. I think that's really what separates him too. Because he'll be looking at his highlight and they'll be like, well, he's wide open. He should make that catch. Like, nah, go watch that top of the route. He made complete separation. Like, you dude was nowhere close. Like, he broke him off easy. Like, and that's like one thing like you got to practice on. Like with I talked about the finger leg explosion, you got to be able to explode backwards while he's doing that forward.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And how do you you're talking about exploding backwards while he's exploding forward? Like how do you like prepare for something like that?
Like you practice some of them movements, even though it might be awkward. Like, you feel me? It's certain drills that I do to where like I'll practice myself kind of getting faked out but kicking to stay on top. Like,
okay,
putting myself in position and doing single leg explosions and kind of going back to some of the drills that you see like a lot of track athletes do and that are power sprinters with drop squats and certain stuff like that. I don't really do as much like heavy weightlifting anymore, so it's just like kind of just teaching my body and adding like putting the medicine ball probably like 20 pounds and like actually drop squatting and landing on one leg and immediately exploding off the other. So then like kind of simulating that game like how I would put it into the ground.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Like when you do like okay, well who of all the receivers in on your team right now, who's been the most impressive in your opinion?
Mooney. Yeah, it's like when I seen him last year, you feel me, he was cold and quick too, but like it's like now with that quick and you see that explosion, like, you feel me? So it's just like he just like adding, like, you feel me, he's stacking skill, and that's what makes you, I feel like, better. Like the more you're able to stack your skill, it's just like, to me, he was already cold last year, but then like to see somebody like that go in and grind, like, you feel me, I need even more to it. He's just like, You feel me? You can't wait to see him on the field because you're like, hey, you already did it to me in practice, but now I want to see him expose these dudes on national television.
Yeah.
Y'all see, like, why I be like, okay, he like that.
Nah,
Like to me,
I remember he got him on. He got Ramsey one time.
oh yeah, you feel me? But him and Justin got a little better connection, so you feel me? It's gonna be a better situation when he gets somebody like that this year.
Nice. So
now
so he can be a true number one in your opinion.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, speaking of Justin Fields, what do you expect from him this year after his rookie year? Now that he's going to be quarterback one, there's no debate about it. It's not going to be a bridge quarterback starting and then he comes in. It's going to be his team. What do you expect from him this year?
A lot of growth. He's already made that NBA, and that's like my best friend on the team. So just like being able to just see his growth. Obviously we don't be trained together, but like when we come back to practicing, like definitely during the OTA period, you feel me? I told him, like, I'm the type of person I boost my friends when I see good, and if I see they need something to work on, I'll say it. So just like we always give each other a lot of constructive criticism. So it's just like certain stuff he's seen I need to work on at DB, and certain stuff that I could do to help either disguise coverages and vice versa. Like, and just telling him, like, you feel me? I feel like he's added like way more arsenal to his game, definitely when it comes to just being a true passer. You feel me? It's gonna be on full display this year. Kind of that same jump that he had from Georgia to Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting you mentioned that because the vibe that I was getting from you when you've been talking, and you talking about that growth, but you weren't just talking about yourself. You know, you talking about your teammates, you talking about former teammates. You know, it seems like you guys are starting to develop that chemistry, and instead of being more of a business, you know, you guys are starting to become, you know, that brotherhood. And so after last year, forget what y'all went through because you know it's y'all first year in the league, so we don't have to talk about the ups and downs. But knowing what y'all know now, and knowing how you guys are trying to push each other, what is it that you expect from yourself and from the Chicago Bears this year that nobody else is talking about? What is it that you expect?
I for sure expect us to make the playoffs, but that's kind of just being in the position that we were last year. Like last year, we had a lot of close games, but it's about like in this league, like majority of games to be close about finishing. So just like I feel like that's the thing that like I expect and we expect as a team to finish some close games this year. Don't let them slip out our hands either offensively or defensively. If the offense is struggling, then that's a defense for me to pick it up, you feel me, and help them out. If that's either changing the field position, getting a turnover, making an explosive play on third down to stop them and forcing the punt. And offensively, even if they don't score, just like you feel me, just slowly keep moving the ball to keep the field position, and they manage it. It's easier. I don't care what you say. Y'all play Madden too, so it's easier to drive the ball 40 yards down the field than it is 80 every time. So it's just like making sure to put them in just good positions, you feel me, and each other having each other back. I feel like last year we wasn't always on the same page, offense and defense. And I think once we do that, you feel me, it's gonna really change, and that's gonna be able to be the deal breaker. Either we're gonna make it or not because of that.
No,
Okay.
you know, speaking of that, like obviously the Bears went over, have got a new coach. They let Matt Nagy go. What's it like trying to learn like a new scheme from a different coach, like the very next year after your rookie season? So like, is there like some kind of like any kind of like difficulty, like, oh, this is way different?
Well, I say like the major difference is like it's not really like college. So like college, when you learn a new scheme, because I have to learn two different schemes in college. Like when you learn a new scheme in college, most of the time, like the words don't always correspond with each other. But I think like with NFL, they do a good job of making sure like they like every word has meaning for certain defenses. Like you can certain coverages all mean this, certain like words all mean this, like certain phrases mean this. So I think the simplicity in this defense like makes it easier for us to grab. It's just kind of more like this, kind of how you preach if you guys watch the Hard Knocks. And for the coach, it's just like, you feel me, is making it easy for us, but it's also like since he's making it easier for us, he's depending on our effort. So it's just like making sure there's 11 hands to the ball all the time. Like a very big emphasis on that.
Nice. That's tough, man. That's new coaching staffs, new schemes, different receivers every year coming in and out of the division. I know you. Are you happy to see Devontae Adams go?
Yes and no. Like,
Okay.
you feel me?
Why is that?
Uh, yes, because you feel me. Obviously, you feel me. He told he gonna make his plays, like no matter what you do. But no, because like you feel me, I'm a true competitor, so I want to go against him. You feel me? Like, and eventually I will. But like being from California, like Devontae Adams is well respected. Like you feel me. So it's just like even like seeing my boys they didn't go against him last year. It's just like seeing somebody like you feel me, two West Coast dudes really going at it, like you feel me, with everybody watching like that. So that's something I live for. Like I like the limelight. I like being on the big stage, like with everybody watching. You feel me, knowing that when I line up in press coverage right now, since I'm lined up in press coverage, he's the number one target right now. Like you feel me, I want that and I like that. So it's just like I wish that he was still in our division so I can do that, but also you feel me, him and Aaron Rodgers' connection is you feel me, is unreal. I probably you feel me, it probably goes down to the top three connection in NFL history. So it's just like sometimes no matter how good that coverage is, I could be in his hip pocket, you feel me, and that ball could be right there. Like so it's just like what can you really do about that?
Okay.
You talked about Mooney earlier. You know, I mean, and how productive he looks and everything. Can you tell us anything right now about the rookie Velus Jones? Can you tell us anything about that dude right now? I'm really intrigued
Yeah,
to see
they
that
got
guy
him.
play, man.
They did him wrong
Hey,
on the speed of Madden though. But
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, they did him dirty.
because he's a 96 easy. He's fast. Like he's more than fast. And I actually know him for a minute because we were both coming into SC at a time point together. He ended up going. I ended up going to class before me. So, but I like for me, it's just like amazing to see like his growth because like I seen him in high school, so it's just like the growth that I seen was him. Like I didn't really get to see him play at Tennessee. Like you feel me? I seen his highlights because we still follow each other on social media, but I didn't get to see that in person. So just
Right.
seeing growth from that last year I played at SC to now is just like he went from people saying, "Oh, he's the kickoff return" to now he's a receiver. Like you feel me? He has the releases, he has the routes, like you feel me? He go catch it, but like the thing is like kind of like what they say about Devo. Like you feel me? Don't let him get space after that catch because you feel me? He will make a lot happen. And I think the teams when we play do that is it's gonna be kind of scary for him because that's what he made his work at Tennessee, and I know he's gonna make his work in the league there too.
Okay.
So I got a question. Usually, like when rookies come in, they have this like welcome to the NFL moment. Like Reggie Bush, though his rookie year, like when he's out in the flat catching the pass, and then Sheldon Brown like lit him up, or Sam Darnold throws a pick six, his first ever play in the NFL. Did you have a welcome to the NFL moment like that?
Yeah, my welcome to the NFL moment just happened in my second game, not first. It was against DK Metcalf, and he took me up top. Just kind of one didn't really know how to play in the snow. Like you feel me, like you got to keep your feet a little tighter than you usually do if you're playing this. Like you feel me on the flat ground, and then you feel me, he's fast that he is. Like I wouldn't say he's like super quick, but that long speed once you feel me that stride open up, he is moving like for sure.
So is he as strong as he looks on TV?
Most definitely, you feel me, but like he's legit. Like you feel me. Well, he's like what six? I'll say 6'4", but I don't know what they got his height at. But
I think
about
it's
six,
around there.
like 6'4", 230. Like and he's legit, probably like 5-6% body fat. So it's just like
Yeah,
he,
we've all seen the picture. We've all
yeah,
seen the picture.
Dude's a monster.
he plays physicality, and you feel me. So when we played against him, he got me that one rep, and then after that, you feel me, I had to tune in on a different level.
Okay. Is there anybody in the NFL that like the mention of their name just brings fear to the locker rooms around the league that you've heard about, or
I really say like the most that everybody talks about, no matter what position you play, is like outside the quarterback position is Miles Garrett. Like
Oh
Khalil
yeah.
Mack, he was on our team, so it's just like you feel me. I don't want to be too biased, but
yeah?
Miles, like you feel me. You hear Miles Garrett name, you feel me. It's you got to double team him. Like, for most quarterbacks that play against him, they tell you like when they get back and drop back for their pass, they look like you feel me. Even if it's not you feel me staring at him, but they go give a look to see where he's at. They know where he's at when he's on the field at all times.
Yeah, I watched the Browns game. Watch that Browns game, and yeah, he had a field day. I think that whole defense had a field day that day. But yeah, I would assume Myles Garrett would be one of those people, man. He looks pretty scary as an athlete, just the physicality and the things he brings to the table.
Well, I think like crazy with him is like it doesn't like you don't really like get to really see, just like I tell people with Devontae Adams, like film, like watching it on TV doesn't show you how quick they are.
Yeah,
like, they are really like, you feel me, like Myles Garrett is as quick as like a DB. Like he's playing against offensive linemen, like so it's just like that's not that easy. Like to tell an offensive lineman, like you got somebody like a Trent Williams, but you feel me, there's only like one Trent Williams. Like you feel me, like, so it's just like when you play against somebody like Myles Garrett, it's just like the quickness that he plays with is just like crazy good.
Crazy. Okay.
Is he the freakiest athlete you've ever seen on a football field? And who's like the best athlete on your team?
Best athlete on my team, you feel me? I'm gonna say me, but if I take me out there, I'm gonna probably for sure throw in Jalen Johnson. His freaky athleticness is like very subtle, and you just kind of like have to actually pay attention. Him and Roquan Smith, like those two dudes, like you feel me, are well respected, and it's for a reason. Like the plays that they make, the way that they move, is just like they're able to add that freaky talent with like smart. Because like you could talk to them, and it's like Roquan is like the true definition of like a country football player. When you talk to him, he knows football. Like we on the sideline, he's calling stuff out. Like when he was hurt for a game or two, like he was really on the sideline, like, hey, running this is this, like you feel me? But like then you see him on the field and you can see him place that same exact way. Like not too many people can actually think and play at the same time. Like that's good and that's strong. Like for sure, probably like I don't know what his 40 was, but I know he spoke 3. Like you feel me? His speed in that needs to be 91, 92. Roquan is definitely like
wow.
And his percent crazy.
Wow. Okay. Now, okay, if who on the team is like he's like that, like just the hitter, like he gonna knock a face mask loose. You gonna have to go tighten the screws on the face mask after he hit you. Who's that guy on the Bears?
Roquan.
Yeah.
Like running, coming downhill is that way, but like I'm gonna switch it over and go to the offensive side and go Demo too. Like David Montgomery, like the way he runs that ball downhill, like you feel me, like after they get to the third, fourth quarter, you don't want to talk about no more. Like it's that serious. Like he runs that ball like angry all the time. Like and like he tell you, like you feel me, I'm trying to run this man face. Like, he'll tell you that, like, and he does it.
Definitely. So we got you locked in for the leagues, man. And you know, I know you saw on Twitter the dudes chirping at you already. They
Hey, don't no free plugs. Don't give him no plugs.
No, I'm not giving nobody no free plugs. But what I'm saying is he gonna have a target on his back every week. You in the league now. You on the game. You actually have your face on the game, bro. So like it's different. It's gonna be different for you. Like we playing. It's fun. People take it. You know, we playing casually or whatever. But for you, they gonna beat you. If they beat you, they gonna go tell their kids they beat you. They gonna be watching the games, rewinding it back, showing the tape like I beat that dude on. so
like you feel me? Because now this is my second year going into the league, so it's just like everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I say that first season I had I got into the league. Like you feel me, was really a wake up call because I was just like, all right, like I thought I was good at Madden, but I was just playing the homies. Like y'all was really out there like bleeding, and I'm over there like, hey, hold up. Marty was like, you feel me, like, hey, he started giving me little tips, and then that's when I just start kind of just like playing like against certain people. I started playing different ways, so like I actually had to like really game plan. Like, all right, this week I'm playing Philly guy. This week I'm playing you. Like I know against you, like you feel me. That's when you was out there killing people with that Wildcat. So
yeah.
Should have stopped this Wildcat, but then I'm going against Marty. I'm stop the RPO, so it's just like I'm stacking the Marty. I got to go over there and I got to run a little more man-to-man coverage, otherwise that RPO will be wide
open. Yep.
So it's like kind of just understanding who I was playing and being able to adjust. And really for y'all like to get out early, feel me? So I can't let none of y'all get out early. If we gonna have a shootout, it's gonna be a shootout. But I can't sit there and let y'all go 21 over me early.
we got a question from the chat. We got TNC. We got Beast from TNC. He wants to know what division you taking in the league.
Oh, like you feel me? Like, I'm gonna be in the NFC North.
Oh, okay. So you gonna definitely rock with the Bears.
Can you give us which team? Which team?
Expert. The biggest PlayStation. You feel me? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm for sure probably just gonna end up just taking the Bears and just like now. I want to go crazy with my boy Drake Field.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I actually got a question now. So real quick, you could answer quick that we can keep moving on with the Madden Underground material here. Besides you, because I know you're gonna say it's you. Who's the best player in Madden on the team?
Ooh, I haven't played him yet, but Darrington Cole, like I already seen some clips, like you feel me? Like at him playing, and I seen his Twitch, so I'm gonna have to give it to Darrington Evans for sure. Like outside, but like he the only one outside of me that's actually in, like you feel me, real Madden league. Like it, dudes that's actually like y'all actually going to tournaments, so it's just like in placing top 3. Like he the only other person I'd say that could probably do that. Everybody else, I'm probably blowing out easy. Like probably like you feel me, 49-0 first half. Like just. I mean, I don't know. Justin going to end up hearing it, but I always talk about something. Justin can't mention it.
We got another question. They said, when we gonna see you play Derwin?
Ooh, you see, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, we gonna get you right though. You ain't gonna have no problems with no NFL players, bro.
Hey, I played Derwin. I just talk to me. I know what he does.
Yeah, we gonna get you right, bro. You ain't gonna have no problems. You gonna be the best dude on your team, regardless.
I heard Derwin. I thought he was. I know I got to bring my A game if I play against him.
Yeah, Derwin tough though. That's what they said in the chat. Derwin definitely tough.
He's tough.
Derwin definitely tough. Okay, I got another question for you too, man. With the season coming up and things like that, we know that you got Justin, you got Jefferson, you got not Adams anymore. But what's the team that you feel like, you know what, this week I'm gonna eat? Like in the of all the teams in the division, like I'm gonna eat against. Oh, I'm gonna eat against this team. Can you say that, or is that? Are you allowed to? No, he's not. Okay, we're gonna leave that off the way.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I felt like I was feeling it. He had me in game mode. I was like, yo, let's lock in, let's go. You know what I mean? But
man, why would you put that target on somebody's back?
He said he wanted the smoke. He said, I want the smoke.
No.
To answer that question, like me personally, like you feel me, I go out every week. You feel me to ball. So it's just like no matter what week it is, no matter what game it is, for me personally, I got to get mine more than somebody get there. So it's just like I don't care. You feel me? If I'm playing against this week, you feel me?
They say it's the Lions. He's lying. They say it's the Lions. They said he's lying. They said they know it's the Lions.
Boys is really tough out there. Definitely Campbell too. They play hard. Like
yeah. Mm-hmm. They got
Chark now too.
Yeah, they got Chark
over there now too.
Yeah. They got J-Mo too. So
yeah.
Real speed. Like
they're not. They don't.
They got Jared Goff.
I mean.
You know what, TG, you handled that really well, man, because honestly, my question wasn't even going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to ask you, based on the schedule, you know, which team, which stadium, you know what I mean, were you looking forward to playing in and going to and having that experience?
Ooh, having that experience, I'll for sure say, Green Bay, New York, just because, like, kind of the rich history behind that, like, the stadiums out there, and then Buffalo for sure. Oh no, we actually played Buffalo at home. Take that back. Let me see who else. Oh, Dallas. I played there in college, but I want to see how it is in the NFL.
And you're supposed to say wherever the Super Bowl at.
Vegas.
Is it Vegas this year?
Is it Vegas or Dallas?
I thought it was Arizona.
Arizona out there.
Arizona, that's right.
It's Arizona this year. Yeah.
Vegas next year, right? Or was it Pro Bowl? The Pro Bowl's in Vegas.
Pro Bowl was in Vegas, I think.
Yeah, Pro Bowl.
So yeah, we gotta get Vegas and Arizona. We gotta get you both places. Pro Bowl and Add him some
right
up.
here in the house, man. I'm ready.
Back to the crib though, so like you feel me? That I'd love to go play back in Vegas and Arizona. My first actual NFL game was actually at the Arizona Cardinals Stadium. So like, you know, if I got that opportunity, that'd be amazing.
Nice. Okay. Well, we got some interesting topics today in regards to just the ratings that came out today, and just wanted to see what you thought of some of these ratings that came out today. They listed I would say Tyrann Mathieu as the best safety in Madden over Derwin James, over a lot of other people. You know, as you being a secondary player, do you agree with that? I saw a lot of people saying like, no, this is crazy and all this other stuff.
Well, me personally, I feel like that's like really opinion based, but like I think that 1-2, like you feel me, it shouldn't be switched. Like they showed that, like you feel me, like
It could be either one.
yeah, it could be either one. It kind of depends what you like. Honey Badger is gonna give you feel me, he's gonna blitz, you feel me. I'll say like he shows more football IQ, but like don't like Derwin. Derwin's athletic ability is crazy, and then Derwin can go over there and cover you man to man. He has that same football IQ. You feel me? He's taller, so it's like it's kind of really what you want. Do you want more of the younger? You feel me? More athletic guy? Or do you want the older vet? That you feel me? Just no matter what he's doing, he's never gonna be out of position. Like Derwin just gonna be able. You can put him at linebacker. You can put him at you feel me safety. You can put him at nickel in the slot, and then it's like the same with Tyrann. Like they are both interchangeable when it comes to like being able to do those things. But I'd say only thing that I would say with the safety rating is I wanted my boy Marcus to be up there way higher. You know,
Okay.
I think Marcus
Okay.
solidified 1 rating.
Okay.
That's an I. Yeah.
You know what? Actually, that's a great point though, B. Because you know it's not just that you're talking about your teammates, but the way that you guys look at each other in the league, and then you see these ratings. Like, if it was up to y'all, you know what I mean? Like how much separation is there really gonna be between, you know, players in your specialty in the secondary? You know what I mean? Like how much difference should there be for a corner, you know, that's been playing like Jair Alexander, you know, maybe yourself, you know, or any of the other big names in your division? Like, how would you guys actually look at that?
I think like Madden should eventually start going to based on speed. Like certain players play way better in certain schemes. Like you feel me, you have a player like you have a player like Jalen Ramsey that's like a universal scheme. You feel me? Darius Slade, like they showed you, like you feel me, Darius Slade went from the Eagles that plays like a more zone, you feel me, but he was in Detroit that ran more of a main scheme. You got, you feel me, Jalen Ramsey that was with the Jags and they was more of his own team. I know I said a more of a man team, now he went to the Rams, they more of his own. So it's just like they showed that they can play both, you feel me? And then that's why his rating should be that way. But like you got some dudes like Kenny Moore in the scheme that he was just in with the coach. It was just like it's no way you can tell me he's not a 95 overall nickel. Like you feel me, it's minimum. Like he earned that superstar ability within that nickel spot. So it's just like it just depends on like I feel like they should start doing it based on like exactly like that nickel position. Like you feel me, and like they overall they might be a 83 corner, but then you put them at nickel, they're 95. You feel me, or you put them in a zone based scheme. You feel me. Now, if the new mechanics really work the way they say they work, you feel me, to where now a dude could actually be able to, you feel me, not get beat by over, you feel me, him seeing it sitting underneath it like somebody like anymore. Like I just watched a couple. Well, I actually got it cut up on my iPad actually, but I watched a couple plays where like he's sitting in cover 2 and he, you feel me, makes the over go underneath him, and then he's sitting in that dig window for that Dover concept, and he get a clean pick, but the quarterback doesn't even know he's sitting on that. Like, and he's making like man coverage. So it's like certain players, I feel like deserve certain ratings based on the scheme that they be in. If it's a man-based scheme, this player might not be as high as the overall, but when they go to a zone-based scheme, it is.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
I like that.
That
That
makes way more sense.
Yeah.
That makes way more sense, bro. Like, yeah, we might have to send this to EA because it's like that logic.
Yeah, because like think about it. Like, how many times have you seen like defensive players go from one team that has one scheme to another that has a different scheme, and they struggle to adapt to that new scheme. Like one that I can say is Nnamdi Asomugha when he went from the Raiders to the Eagles, and he just was not the same guy. Or Darrelle Revis when he went to Tampa Bay, same thing. Then he goes back to the scheme he's familiar with, and he's again the best corner in the league. So yeah, like that makes tons of sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's deep right there. Okay. So which scheme would you say you best fit in?
I'll say like a balance, like you feel me, a very balanced team. Because you feel me, I can play man-to-man coverage, but like you feel me, I do flourish playing off the ball in the zone. Like you feel me, with zone eyes. So it's just like being able to have a little mix of both is kind of like where I'm at. So I'll probably say like a 55-45, 55 leaning more towards the zone. The man-to-man scheme is probably kind of like a scheme where I'll flourish the most at.
Okay. And like you said, the parity in the league in regards to players at the same position, it's not that big of a gap as people like Madden tries to make it out to be.
Nah, because that's why you see it. Like, you feel me? Like, for example, like you see me being able to like go out there on Monday night and actually be able to go out there and produce. And it's like there's many stories like you got Rasul Douglas. Like, you feel me? Like he came in for an injured Zaire, and you feel me? All you just see is him balling. Like, you feel me? He ended up being an All-Pro. Like,
Yeah.
Second team. So it's just like you got people that are actually able to be able to just jump in there. Like, you feel me? Like, we all in the league for a reason. Like, you feel me? Like, that's what I tell people. Like, when I like certain plays and me happen to Madden, I be like, you feel me? I know like Quez Watkins, Tariq Hill, and all these dudes is fast, but it's just like they don't just consistently only be people on fades. Like, if that was the case, like the whole league would just be a fade league. Like, you actually really like you got to put somebody in position, and sometimes like they really need to fix that cover two safety, because there's no way like you can like it's sometimes like I don't get it wrong though. They do throw that whole shot and they do get it. Like if a corner's playing at 0 or 5 yards, that quarterback will get that whole shot on the sideline from that cover two safety, depending on how far out they are. But some safeties like Marcus Williams would be in that same position, but they thought like he's gonna tell that corner, hey, like I know this quarterback, if he sees that he's gonna take it, you feel me, like stay short, you feel me, to bait this and I'm gonna pick it, like I got your back, like you feel me. So it's just like they allow certain stuff like that, because like even in the game, I feel like I think Marcus' speed like at 90 or 89, and it's just like he may test it 4.5, but some people don't play 4.5.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see people get deep like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
go ahead. I really want EA to come to you in regards to these ratings, because I love what you're saying here. Now I got a question for you. It's still in regards to these ratings. So who do you think got shafted the most in these ratings thus far in Madden 23?
Ooh, I haven't really truly like looked at all of them, but like receiver wise, I'll say for sure Jamar Chase needs to be higher. Running back wise, like you feel me, you probably don't need to change the order, but AK is in the 90s. And if he's a 90, you feel me, his third down back better be a 99.
yeah.
He's able to.
Yeah, it feels like every year Alvin Kamara does get shafted by these ratings, because how much he means to that Saints offense.
Well, he's probably one of the greatest offensive minds, and like he uses him to his strength. Like, you feel me? Like that option route that he runs out the slot, like, you feel me? Not too many slot receivers run it better than him. And you got him able to run outside. Like, you feel me? Me and my boys were just arguing this morning. Like, you feel me? I told him, I was like, you feel me? I probably wouldn't change the order of the list just because like kind of how everything went. But like I will up his rating. Like he doesn't deserve it. He for sure minimum deserves a 93. Like you could keep him maybe at 7, but like you need to make sure, like, because that 7 was like within 3 ratings of each other. So it's just like you need it. Like he's not a drop. He's not 3 overalls less than that dude.
Yeah.
And what do you feel about the whole? I know everybody's seen this here, and I think we actually got somebody in the chat talking about it too. What do you feel about that Derrick Henry break tackle?
Oh, that should be 99. Like you can't get right. Like let's just be honest. Like he played like 6 or 7 games last year. He had 1,000 yards rushing. Like
yeah,
that's unreal. Like, you feel me? Before I think once he got hurt, he was leading the league for like 3-4 more weeks.
Yeah.
The rest, like,
Yeah.
and it's a reason. Like, he wasn't just, he was doing it against an 8-man box. Like, you feel me? Like,
I got a legit question for you. You guys meet up with the Titans, right? Say for instance it happens, hypothetically. You guys meet up with the Titans. You out there on your receiver, manned up on him. You shed the block, and Derrick Henry's you 1-on-1 with Derrick Henry. And you see him roaring up that straight arm, ready to give it to you. What do you do?
you gotta, I think a lot of those times, like I tell you, that's really when the technique comes in. Like, if you look at everybody that's stiff arm, like you can't come up to a man that's bigger than you.
Yeah.
That you go, like, I don't care who you is. Like, that's not how gravity works. But if I take his
That's
legs
how gravity
away,
works.
legs work, and I got a chance. Like, and that's all that matters. Like, he might break the tackle, but you feel me? I'm gonna either slow him down or I'm gonna get in his way. Like, too many people be over there, like Josh Norman and Earl Thomas, like they were standing up tall, and like you got monster fist on. Like, what you expect? Like, you feel me? That's more than just a grown man. Like, you feel me? Like, he's the creative player that we all play with. He's that one that you play with, like in NCAA. Like, he's 6'4", like and he big in real life. Like, he might be 5. Like, so it's just like you see something that big, like you can't just go up high with him. He's not like, he has real, like, you feel me? He's probably bigger than some of his linemen. Like, you feel me? But like, he can move. So it's like, I think that I'm glad that they finally upped his speed rating though. You feel me? Because he wasn't a 91. Like, you feel me? He gets it. He breaks. That 93 is right.
Okay. Because everybody, Philly was like 93. What do you think about that? I'm like, hey,
he's fast. He's that fast.
He's
not breakaway speed. It's not like he's Brandon Jacobs.
Exactly. Like, he's shown multiple times in game to hit, I think, like 21 miles per hour. Like, he that big, hitting 21 miles per hour, you better give him that 93 speed. Like, definitely. To where, like, play with him in franchise, you might be able to get it 94, maybe 95.
Okay.
And I think that when you just mentioned that, it's like, if he's going that fast, why would he not have 99 break tackle then? Somebody going that fast,
that big.
How in the world? How do you give him the break tackle that you give him? It's just utterly ridiculous in my opinion.
No matter, like, even if you wanted to give him 91, then it needed to get lower. Like, you feel me? Like, I understand, like, you feel me? You may be putting Dalvin Cook a little higher than him just because how hard Dalvin Cook's run, and he's able to he has more wiggle than him. But like, outside of that, like, I can't.
But you tackled Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, but just Dalvin Cook is still like that though. Like,
okay.
Let him go right before he seen me. For me, I put myself in position to where I didn't have to. If Dalvin Cook squares you up, it's very hard to make that tackle.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, he had 7 of them things in that game we watched. 7 of them tackles. We was like, he out there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was over there like, I got to beat him before he get going.
No, I was watching the game with a group of people, and I didn't know you were playing until you made the play. I was like, oh snap, he in the game. You know what I mean? So when I said that, I was like, oh, everybody looking at me like, oh, you know him? Yeah, all right, for sure. Yeah, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like brush me off. Like, I'm like, no, I really know him. He play Madden with you? Yeah, all right. You know what I mean? Like, they so
yeah. Shout out for introducing me to y'all. For sure.
Yeah. Marty definitely. That's my guy. I know Marty since we was 7 years old, man. So that's my guy, man. But yeah. It's this definitely. We appreciate you stopping by. We this hour went by quick. Fastest hour we ever had. fastest. I'm literally like, yo, this is the fastest hour we've ever had during the podcast this year. So, but yeah, you hey man, we wish you nothing but the best, man. We rooting for you. Not when I'm playing against you in Madden. I'm trying to embarrass you. But when we, on the field though, when you're on the field, we definitely rooting for you.
Yeah. Still higher against me and you. I think my win-loss. I'm still up against.
Now I think last year was the first year I got you like consistently. Last year, like the year before, you got me. I couldn't beat you the year before, but this year.
But I was beating me. I forgot who. Taylor. It was
Taylor May. Yeah.
Who that was really getting me, and I always played them. Like second round of playoffs, and I was always hot because I'm over there losing to them by 1 point, maybe a late game touchdown, and I go look at the rest of the playoffs and everybody getting blown up by him. I'm like, man, I should win the NFC championship. So yeah.
Nah, it's definitely gonna be fun, man. We looking forward to have you in the league. We looking forward to seeing you out there on the field, and like I said, you gonna have a lot more fans and the guys in the league and things like that, man. So we rooting for you. Wish you nothing but the best. We know you're gonna go out there and ball. You know, it's just preparation meeting opportunity, man. And I know you're gonna show out. So, you know, we salute you on that and wish you nothing but the best. Anything you guys want to say to him before we get out of here?
Well, my wife. Well, let me just say real quick. My wife is a big Bears fan. She's from Rockford, Illinois. So she told me to let you know she's definitely gonna be cheering you on. We was watching the game together as well too. I'm like, yeah, this is a guy that we play Madden with. You know what I'm saying? And so you got a fan already of my wife, April. So again, she's cheering you on real heavy. We all cheering you on here, man, because we know, again, I called it out here already. You're the starting cornerback, period. That's what it is. Ain't nobody gonna beat you. That's just what it is, period.
And Beast in the chat says, thank you for taking the time out. Hope you have a good season. So
thank you, Beast. And you feel me, April, I'm gonna make sure the Bears put on for y'all this year.
There you go.
Definitely. What about you, B-Guard?
No, just thanks for coming by, answering our dumb questions, and hope you have a breakout year.
You feel me? That's the goal. I want, you feel me? Within the next 2 years, I want that superstar, maybe.
You need the superstar, bro. You need the superstar.
Yeah, get EA on that. Get EA on that.
Y'all that we got 3 superstars in the league. I got to be like, I want mine already on there.
Nah, for sure, man. But yeah, we definitely appreciate it. Philly guy, what you got to say, man?
Well, look, TG, you already know what it is. You know what we be talking about. All I'm gonna say is this. Yeah, you should have had that pick in the end zone. It was like I was there with you, like I could feel it. You was just like, I should have had it. But I do know this. I knew that you were going to be better this year than last year because you was getting back into the rhythm. And I'm just telling you right now, I will be rooting for you when you do play against the Jets. And I do hope that you get your interception, long before that, we get a chance to watch you do your dance because, you don't talk about it enough, right? And you told us about it earlier. That grind to get where you at and to do what you do and to keep getting better. It's going to happen. It's going to come, It's definitely going to keep coming, man. So, we being it from the heart, man. Do your thing. And show out. Even if it's gonna be against the Jets, I'm just saying. Even if it's gonna be against the Jets, just do your thing.
Well, interesting. Funny you say that, Philly, because the only rooting interest you're gonna have is TG getting that pick after you guys are like what 2-11. But
that's a good point. You know what, but Big Yard, you know what makes that 2-11 easier?
He wants you to get a pick so you get that draft pick. He's rooting for draft picks.
Donovan Mitchell's going to be on the Knicks. How about that? Donovan Mitchell's going to be on the Knicks.
It's going to cost you everything. Everything.
Hey, the Jets are young like TG and the Chicago Bears. He knows I'm an Ohio State fan, so it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Hey, bro, we appreciate you coming through. Like I said, you solid dude, man. Appreciate you stopping by and supporting us with the Madden stuff and things like that, man. So again, we thank you, and again, wish you nothing but the best, man. We know you're gonna ball out. We gonna be rooting for you, bro. We know you're gonna do your thing though.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me though again. You feel me? It's always good not just being on the mic talking mess to each other. So you chat talking about this is fake, that's fake. You feel me?
No, yeah.
When I was on the Dolphins, I was getting people mad like, who is his number 4? Thomas Graham.
That one year you drafted yourself and it was like you had the superstar and everything, and I was like, man, I went in the room, was like, yo, told my son, I said, hey, man, I just got beat by a dude who drafted himself on the game and picked me off 3 times with himself on the game. He's like, he picked you off with his, he's like, I was like, yeah, man, he's on the game. He's like, Oh man, all right. But that was like the most devastating thing I've ever experienced in Madden was a guy using himself to just demolish me in the game. So that
And it was that year I told you I was like, yeah, I told you I was gonna get defensive player of the year myself too. And
yeah,
I did.
you did, yes. Hey, now I want to see you do it this year though with your real self on the game.
Yeah. You gotta get out there for real and do it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, get it done, man. We know you can do it. Everybody know you can do it, man. So just get out there, lock in, and get it done, bro. Get it done.
Yes,
but yeah, we thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week on the Madden Underground. Actually, we'll see you guys tomorrow. We got more ratings to go over tomorrow, so we'll be back tomorrow at some point in time. And we'll be talking about more Madden ratings and things like that. So guys, keep it locked, hit that like, subscribe, follow button wherever you may be viewing from. And we appreciate your viewership, and we'll see you guys soon.